Have you ever wondered how a young boy from a small Austrian village became one of the most famous men in the world? Today, I want to take you on a journey through the life of Arnold Schwarzenegger, a man whose story feels almost unreal. His life is about dreaming big, working harder than everyone else, and never stopping until you reach the very top. Arnold wasn't born rich. He wasn't born with special advantages. In fact, his early life was quite tough. He was born in 1947, right after World War II, in a small town in Austria called Thal. His family was strict. His father was a local police chief, and money was always short. But Arnold had something special, a vision of himself that was much bigger than the world around him. When he was just a teenager, Arnold discovered bodybuilding. He looked at magazines, saw the photos of champions like Reg Park, and thought, this is it. This is who I want to be. While other kids were playing or going out, Arnold was training in the gym. He would sometimes even break into the local gym when it was closed, just so he wouldn't miss a workout. That's how determined he was. By the time he was 18, Arnold had already won the title of Mr. Europe Jr. Soon after, he became the youngest man ever to win Mr. Universe, at just 20 years old. Imagine that, a young Austrian kid standing on stage in London, holding the biggest bodybuilding trophy in the world. That was the beginning of his rise. But Arnold didn't stop there. He had a much bigger dream, America. To him, the United States was the land of opportunity, the place where he could become the greatest bodybuilder in history, and maybe even more. So with almost no money and very little English, Arnold moved to California in 1968. Now picture this, Arnold, barely speaking English, working construction jobs during the day, taking acting lessons at night, and training in the gym with legends like Franco Columbu. He was living the American dream from the ground up. And then came the victories that changed everything. Arnold went on to win the Mr. Olympia title not once, not twice, but 7 times from 1970 to 1975, and again in 1980. He dominated the sport like no one else had before. His physique was beyond anything people had seen. Massive muscles, but also perfect shape, balance, and charisma. He wasn't just a bodybuilder. He was a star. What made Arnold different was not just his body, but his mindset. He always talked about having a vision. He believed that if you could see your goal clearly in your mind, then nothing could stop you from achieving it. And he lived by that rule. Hollywood rise, from bodybuilder to superstar. Arnold didn't just stop after bodybuilding. Deep inside, he knew that winning titles like Mr. Olympia again and again was not enough for his soul. He wanted more. He wanted to break into the world of cinema. But imagine this, a young man from Austria with a heavy accent, limited English, and a body that looked nothing like the average movie star at that time. Everyone told him, it's impossible, you'll never make it in Hollywood. But if there's one thing we know about Arnold, it's this. When he sets his mind on something, nothing can stop him. At first, he got tiny roles, sometimes as villains, sometimes just background characters. His accent was mocked. Casting directors said his name was too long, too strange, and his physique too unrealistic for serious films. But Arnold didn't give up. He kept training not just his body, but also his voice, his acting skills, his presence. Then came the breakthrough. Conan the Barbarian, 1982. For the first time, audiences saw Arnold not as a bodybuilder, but as a true star. His massive frame, his intensity, his charisma, it was perfect for the role. And then in 1984, came the movie that would define his career, The Terminator. With one simple line, I'll be back, Arnold entered pop culture forever. That movie didn't just make him famous, it turned him into a legend. From there, hit after hit followed: Commando, Predator, Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop, True Lies, and of course the Terminator sequels. By the late 80s and 90s, Arnold was not just one of the biggest action stars. He was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, with salaries reaching $20–30 million per film. Imagine that, a boy from a small Austrian village, who once had nothing, now commanding tens of millions for just one movie. Financial success. But Arnold wasn't just muscles and charisma. He was incredibly smart with money. Even before he became famous in Hollywood, he was investing in real estate in Los Angeles. While other actors were spending money on luxury, Arnold was buying apartment buildings, land, and businesses. By the time he made his first real Hollywood millions, He was already a self-made millionaire from investments. This financial intelligence made him stand out. He wasn't just an actor, he was a businessman. By the time he made his first real Hollywood millions, he was already a self-made millionaire from investments. This financial intelligence made him stand out. He wasn't just an actor, he was a businessman. Today, his net worth is estimated at $450–500 million. That fortune comes not just from movies, but from smart investments, fitness-related businesses, book deals, and motivational speaking. The political journey. But Arnold's ambition didn't stop with bodybuilding or Hollywood. He wanted to give back, to lead, to inspire on an even bigger stage. And so, in 2003, he shocked the world when he ran for governor of California. But Arnold didn't just want to be the king of bodybuilding. He wanted to conquer Hollywood. At first, people laughed at him. Casting directors said, "Your accent is too strong. Your name is too long, and you're too big for regular roles." But Arnold turned every weakness into a strength. His accent? It became iconic. His size? Perfect for action movies. His name? Unforgettable. And then came the Terminator. In 1984, when he said those three famous words, "I'll be back," Arnold became a global superstar. Movies like Predator, Commando, Total Recall, and True Lies cemented his status as the biggest action hero of the 80s and 90s. But Arnold wasn't just collecting movie roles. He was also collecting paychecks, massive ones. By the 1990s, he was earning $20 to $30 million per film, making him one of the highest paid actors in the world. His total net worth today is estimated at around $450 million. But here's the twist. He didn't get rich just from acting. Arnold was also a smart businessman. Long before Hollywood money, Arnold was investing in real estate in California. While other bodybuilders were only focused on training, Arnold was buying apartments and commercial buildings. By the time he hit it big in movies, he was already a millionaire. That's the part of his story many people don't know. Arnold didn't wait for fame to build wealth. He was already planning his financial empire in the background. And then, as if bodybuilding and Hollywood weren't enough, Arnold took on politics. In 2003, he became the governor of California, the most populous state in America. For 2 terms, he worked on issues like renewable energy, education, and healthcare. People called him the Governator, a mix of governor and Terminator. Think about that for a second. How many people in history have been a world champion athlete, a Hollywood superstar, a millionaire businessman, and a state governor? Only one, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Throughout his life, Arnold has received countless awards and honors. Beyond bodybuilding trophies and Hollywood paychecks, he's been recognized for his contributions to sports, film, and public service. He even has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But maybe the most inspiring part of Arnold's story is his mindset. He always says you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. And this philosophy is what has guided him from a poor boy in Austria to a global icon. Today, Arnold Schwarzenegger is more than an actor, more than a politician, more than a bodybuilder. He is a symbol of possibility. His life teaches us that no dream is too big, no obstacle too strong. Think about it. How many people in history can say they were the best in the world at their sport, one of the biggest movie stars ever, a successful businessman, and a political leader all in one lifetime? Arnold's story isn't just about him. It's about all of us. It's about believing that no matter where you start, whether it's a small village, a poor family, or a place where nobody believes in you, with vision, discipline, and action, you can rise higher than you ever imagined. And maybe when life gets hard, when things seem impossible, we can remember Arnold's journey and say to ourselves, if he could do it, maybe I can too. Thank you so much for watching. If Arnold's journey inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends. Also, check out our other motivational and amazing videos by clicking the links here. See you in the next video.